We're going to take a look at job posting at OutdoorEd.com. So the first step in posting a job is to get to the company directory profile. So if you click on companies and the company profile control panel, once you're logged in, you'll get to this page. If we scroll down, we'll see my company profile here. If I click on the link to my name of my company, I can get to edit my company profile. And you can see, based on the current subscription level I have the ability to post jobs and trainings. If I just sort of scroll down the rest of this page, you'll see if I had any current job listings, they'd be listed here and I could go in and look at them and edit them. Same thing, if I had any current training listings, I could go in and work with them. So I'm going to go back up and click on Post New Job. That's going to take me to the Create a New Job page, and you'll see my company name is right there. Going to post a new sample job position. The scheduler is the very important part of any job posting because this sets the starting and ending date of when your job will be displayed. One of the nice things about this is you can actually post a job for future display, and it won't display until the starting date of that particular position. So we're going to go ahead and just pick a date and a time. Really, any time will work in this particular situation. And then I'm going to go ahead and enter an ending date for this position and an ending time. Time is a required part of this. And so it will automatically be published on this date and be turned off on this date. During the posting of your position, if you fill it and you want to turn it off earlier, you can simply go in and change this ending date. You can edit your job at any time, and that will cause the position not to be displayed after that date. So now I'm going to go in and I'm just going to cut and paste some sample text into the job description. Okay, so here's all of that. I can go in and do some editing using the rich text editor, changing styles and bulleted lists, etc. So again, you can imagine these are all pretty similar to many online text editors. Now we'll go down to add other things. So employment type is a required field, and it's possible you'll notice the little tooltips that pop up when you hover over. They'll help you with the particular instructions for that field. This is a multiple select option. So for example, this could be a full-time and seasonal position. Job starting date. So this can be a phrase or an actual date. So I can enter whatever I want in here. Job location, this is an optional field. It's there, for example, if you have multiple sites for your particular company or organization and you wanted to associate this with a particular location, you could go ahead and do that. In this case, I'm just going to leave that blank. Job region is another required field. And again, you might have jobs that are reflective of multiple regions, so you can do multiple selections here. I'm just going to select one. It's also possible and optional to enter salary information. So this can be the range of the salary. Job availability, again, you can provide sort of as much detail as you're interested in here. I'm just going to provide a real short statement. Job category, again, is a multi-select list that lets you provide the different categories of this particular position. So again, it's a multi-select list, so I'm going to pick a couple of things. Job activity, also a multi-select list, also not required, but these are the particular types of activities that this job is involved with. So again, I can do a multi-select here, pick the things that particularly apply to this job, and all of these things are searchable within the particular search pages for jobs. Job population, again, is an optional field, but it lets us do multi-selects for all of the appropriate populations. Job experience, again, an optional field, but if it applies to your particular position, go ahead and select it. Again, here is a job degree level if you have particular requirements there. Application contact email if you want to list a contact person. Closing date, again, this is by default not specified. You can enter either a specific date or as soon as filled, anything that you wanted to list. Job website, there are two places where you can list links, and you should sort of pick the particular thing that you want to post. So this might be the our website. Okay, so if you want to just send people to your particular website, then you want to list the title because that's what's going to tell people where this particular link goes. And then you might have another link for, say, an online job application form. So that might be a different link. And the titles are really what's going to help the person understand where these links are going. To apply, again, optional field, but you can go ahead and enter whatever is appropriate here. One of the features that we really like in our new site is the ability to attach images and videos. So, for example, if you have a video of your particular program or something that you want to connect to this posting, if it's either on YouTube or Vimeo, you can go ahead and browse to that. So here's where you're going to enter the URL for watching that video. Click submit so we can sort of see the video in here. You also need to actually press this attach button. Right now we've just linked to it, but it's not actually attached to the job position. So we need to go ahead and click attach in order to save that. And so we can put in, say, a description. It's also possible to attach images. So if you have photographs, for example, of a site or other things that you wanted to include, these are images that are linked to your remote website or another website. So again, we're going to browse. We're going to go ahead and post the link to that particular image. It's going to look it up. And then the same thing, we have to press attach to actually save this in with our job posting. We also keep track of revisions. So if you go back in later and make a change to this job, you can go ahead and enter text information here talking about what you actually changed if you make a new revision. In this case, it's the first time we've posted it. We don't really need to enter anything, but I could also just enter first posting just for my own information. And then go ahead and click save. You'll notice that it says this job is unpublished and will be published starting this date and time. It's been created. So now you can go ahead and scroll down and see the actual information. Here's the information that I pasted in. Here's the video. I can go ahead and click on this, start to play that. The job starting date as soon as possible, salary range, when the job begins, categories, activities, job populations, experience. And now you see these two links right here, which would be live, taking us to those, one to our website and the other to the job application. So you can see why the title is important, because it's not actually showing the person the URL. They don't really need to know the URL. They just know, oh, that's going to take us to that particular place. Here we see the image and the information about applying. So that's the basic process of going ahead and posting a job.